Hello students, in the last video we have seen how to reduce the equations into quadratic form and simplifying them in various methods according to JE level as well as the basic level. Now in this video we are going to discuss about the nature of the roots. How to check the nature of the roots already we know from the school level onwards, the very familiar topic. So using the discriminant. So here D stands for discriminant. So for checking the nature of the roots, two basic conditions. D is equals to 0 and D not equals to 0. What is D here? Discriminant. B square minus 4AC. If D is equals to 0, then roots are real and equal. Roots are real and equal. So the roots what we are going to get is real numbers and they are equal. So let us check with this one example. When D is equals to 0, real and equal root we should get. So let us check one example. 4x square minus 4x plus 1 equals to 0. Now here either by factorization method or by using the quadratic formula, so you can solve this problem. But before that we have to check the discriminant. So b square minus 4ac. b square minus 4ac. What is b square here? Minus 4 whole square. 4ac. Minus 4 whole square 16 and here 16. So what is the value? 0. So d became 0. So whenever the discriminant is 0, what type of the roots we are going to get? Real and equal. So let us check by factorizing. So when you factorize, you are going to get 4x square minus 2x plus 1 equals to 0. Now take common 2x minus 1, 2x minus 1. So 2x minus 1 again it is common. We are left with 2x minus 1. That means 2x minus 1 equals to 0, 2x minus 1 equals to 0. So x is equals to 1 by 2 and 1 by 2. So we are going to get two roots which are equal whenever the discriminant is equal to 0. So this condition is correct. This is verified. Now D not equals to 0. What's the meaning of D not equals to 0? D is not 0. If it is not 0, either it will be greater than 0 or less than 0. So those are the conditions. D is greater than 0, D is less than 0. So if D is greater than 0, what type of roots we are going to get? So we are going to get a real and distinct roots. What's the meaning of distinct roots? Different roots, not same roots. Different roots we are going to get. So let us see the help of one example. We have to verify. x square minus 3x plus 1 equals to 0. So b square minus 4ac minus 3 whole square 4ac. This is going to be 9, this will be 8. 9 minus 8, 1. So what is this one? Greater than 0. So that means it is greater than 0. That means discriminant is greater than 0. We must get real and distinct root. Let us cross check this one. So factors of 1 into 2x square, that means 2x square factors minus 2x and minus x. So 2x is common, 2x minus 1 will be left, again minus 1 common, x minus 1 will be left. If you take common, sorry here x minus 1. If you take a x minus 1 common, you will be left with 2x minus 1 equals to 0, x is equals to 1 and x is equals to half. So what type of roots we got here? Real numbers, but they are distinct. So this condition is also checked. Let us see in this case D is less than 0. So what type of roots we are going to get? So we are going to get imaginary roots. That means in the school level we have seen that no real roots. No real roots in the sense they are not real. If they are not real, they are imaginary. So In imaginary, what kind of roots we are going? They are conjugate to each other. What's the meaning of conjugate to each other? If one root is of the form p plus iq, then the another root is of the form p minus iq. So let us verify this one also with the help of a small example. 4x square plus 5x plus 9 equals to 0. First, let us check the discriminant. So discriminant condition is d less than 0. That means b square minus 4ac. This is 25 and this is 4 4s are 16, 16 9s are 144. Now subtraction, you are going to get minus 190. Is it less than 0? That means smaller than 0 or greater than 0? Yes, of course it is less than 0. That means whatever the condition they have given is d less than 0 we have to check this one, imaginary and conjugate. So let us factorize. Is it possible to factorize with the normal procedure? 9 4s are 36. 36 factors such that we should get 5 as the middle term. It is not possible. Let us go with the quadratic formula. So what is that quadratic formula? Minus b plus or minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac value already got by 2a. Minus 5 plus or minus, this minus 1 can be written as I square root 119 to 4 side. That means we have got two roots here. One is minus 5 plus I root 119 by 8 minus 5 minus I root 119 by 8. So these are the two roots which are in the form of p plus iq and p minus iq. So this condition also verified. So far we have seen d equals to 0, real and equal, d greater than 0, d less than 0. Now in these two cases, here a, b, c, r belongs to r. Even in this case also a, b, c, r belongs to r. You can see in this example we have taken the real numbers. Though we have taken the real numbers, we got the imaginary roots. Even in this case also a, b, c are real numbers. Now if d is greater than 0, two more conditions are possible. D value is greater than 0. Again in the greater than 0, if it is a perfect square and if it is not a perfect square, two conditions. Whenever it is a perfect square, then a, b, c will be belongs to rational numbers and the roots are rational. And in this case, a, b, c will be belongs to rational number and roots are irrational and conjugate to each other. What is the meaning of irrational and conjugate to each other? If it is in the form of p plus root q, then the other one will be p minus root q, conjugate to each other. So let us verify this one example. So one example, 9x square plus 21x plus 10 is equals to 0. So d is a perfect square. So let us check. B square minus 4 is a condition. B square minus 4ac, 4ac. So 441 will get here. 9 4s are 36. This is 360. So we are going to get 81 as the subtraction value. So what is this one? Greater than 0, and not only greater than 0 but it is a perfect square. So if it is a perfect square, what type of values we should get? A rational number. Let us check. So factorize this one. 10 9s are 90, 90x square. Factors of 90x square. So 15 6s are 90. So common thing, 3 is common. 3x plus 5 will be left. Again here 2 is common. 3x plus 5 will be left. Again take the 3x plus 5 common. You will be left with 3x plus 2. Now x is equals to minus 5 by 3, x is equals to minus 2 by 3. Yes, whatever we have got is correct. So roots are rational. What type of roots we have? Whatever the ABC values, coefficients we have taken, rational numbers, and we got the rational number. When we get a discriminant greater than 0 and it is a perfect square. This condition also verified. One more case. D is not perfect square. So what happens if D is not a perfect square? So we are getting roots as irrational one and they are conjugate to each other. So 3x square plus 8x plus 3 equals to 0. Now check the discriminant. What is the discriminant? Less than, it should be less than 0 and it should be not a perfect square. 8 square minus 4 into A into C. 8 square 64, 4 3s are 12, 12 3s are 36. So how much? You are going to get 28. Is it a perfect square? It is not a perfect square. But it is only greater than 0, but it is not a perfect square. So what type of roots are there? Irrational number. That means we have to factorize. 3 3s are 9. Factors of 9 such that on adding we should get 8 as the sum. Is it possible? 3 3s are 9x square. Factors 9 1s are no, not possible. Let us go with the minus b plus or minus. X is equals to minus b plus or minus square root of 28 by 2a. 2 3s are 6. Minus 8 plus or minus 28 can be written as 4 7s are 28. 4 will come out 2 root 7 by 6. So minus 8. Again in these two, 2 is common. You will get minus 4 here, root 7 by 6. So that means minus 4 plus or minus root 7 by 3. So what type of values we got here? Irrational numbers. So that means whatever the conditions they have given, we have verified. So let us first recall the whatever the concept we have discussed so far. Whenever the discriminant is calculated, based on the discriminant we can judge the nature of the roots. Two basic conditions are there. If D is equal to 0, roots are real and equal. If it is not equal to 0, again two other conditions, sub conditions will be there. What is greater than 0 and less than 0. If D is greater than 0, we are going to get real and distinct roots. If D is less than 0, we are going to get imaginary roots. That means P plus IQ or P minus IQ form. Complex and conjugate to each other are imaginary numbers. And when D is greater than 0, again two sub conditions are there. What are those? If it is a perfect square, then ABC must belongs to rational number and we are going to get as rational roots. And if D is less than, that means greater than 0 and not a perfect square, we are going to get the irrational numbers. That means the two they are conjugate to each other. P plus root q and P minus root q. They are conjugate to each other. But one more small condition or analysis we have to concentrate. What is that? D is perfect square when D is greater than 0. And when it is a perfect square, we are saying that ABC must belongs to rational number. If ABC are irrational numbers, what kind of roots we are going to get? Concentrate one more time. If ABC are, condition, very important condition in solving the problems, ABC belongs to irrational numbers. That means they are not rational numbers. What kind of roots we are going to get? Here also ABC belongs to Q. D is greater than 0. Commonly we are saying that whenever it is a rational number, what kind of roots we are going to get? Whether we are going to get rational numbers or irrational numbers. If it is a rational number, are we going to get conjugate? But here in this case, we are not going to get any conjugate pair. Roots are not conjugate to each other. Let us see one example. X square minus 5 plus root 2x plus 5 root 2 equal to 0. Clearly, it is satisfying the condition that A, B, C, R belongs to irrational numbers. Yes, it is an irrational number. We can say that it is a irrational number. Now, when you factorize, are we going to get this conjugate condition? X is common here minus root 2 is common, x minus 5 will be left, then x minus 5 if you take out common, x minus root will be there, x is equals to 5 and x is equals to root 2. Now it is very evident that we are not going to get any conjugate roots. They are very different, and we can say that we are going to get irrational roots we are going to get, but they are not conjugate. Very important condition. Very important condition. What is that one? If A, B, C are irrational numbers, irrational roots we are getting, are they conjugate to each other like this? No, they are not conjugate to each other like this. So that is about a small introduction about nature of the roots. In the next class, in the JEE level, how to simplify the problems applying this condition, we shall see.